outside to grab the soft top. The ideal temperature to install a soft top is 72 degrees. If you have sunshine, it's great to lay it out in the sun, let it warm up so you're going to get maximum stretch of your top.
We just threw the top into the back end of the Jeep, okay? The plastic piece on the inside is going to be facing you. It's going to look really backwards to you, but just do it like that right there, and you'll understand once we get to that point when we're folding back the way it's supposed to be that you got it on right.
How do you tell if you've got the center?
Okay, the center, you've got a notch on the fabric right over here, and you also have 2 screw holes right over here. And they're the screw holes that are the closest together, so that's telling you that's the center right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is...
So I'm lining this notch up
to the center,
to the center point on the header bar, which is pretty obvious.
Yes, and the first thing to do is put it into this round hole right over here and screw it into place.
Always start with the one in the middle.
Right, always start in the middle.
Work the fabric pockets over the corners of the header, then put the corner screws back in.
And install that right into that screw hole right there, just like so. What we're going to do now is going to flip this material back this ways over the Jeep. And we're going to grab this material and bring it around the header like so. Pull your material back this way, you'll see the seam right over here in the front of this header right over here. And that's going to tell you that you're doing it right.
So this stitch, this seam right here, needs to line up along the front of the header.
Yes. And take the foot forward like so. Okay.
Snap the top to the rear bow.
Right.
This one's got snaps.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
It's easier if you start in the center and then work your way out.
Then I go to the corners and I bring the corners down. Secure the rear quarter, the horseshoe, onto the corners.
Put the header in.
Right.
Snap these in.
Yes, and that's what we're doing right now. We're snapping them in. And secure to the windshield. Now's not a bad time for you to check on the inside and make sure that your center bow is on top of your rails.
Make sure that the center bow brackets are sitting on the side bow in the proper place.
Go ahead and start velcroing the flap that you have in the center of your bows and start velcroing them together. Okay, now what I do is I get my corner window, hold it back over here with the Velcro, and then I install the zipper. And I'm zipping it. Velcro into place. Then what I do is I go ahead and secure the front canard, front plastic that's right above the drip rail right over here on the door surround.
So there's a little channel at the bottom of this back window that just slides right into the
Yes.
tailgate bar.
Yes.
And obviously we're doing this upside down.
Yes. And what I'm doing is I'm just checking the length right over here from this corner to this corner. It's pretty even. So what I'm doing is then I'm going to install it on here. Okay.
Now we're going to just zip it right in.
Right. That little piece right there, it's got a little plastic piece right there on the rear glass, just goes right into that belt rail.
Wow.
There we go.
Okay, so the installation guide said 1.5 hours, you said 1 to 2, and that took you a total of about 20 minutes.
Right, but I've been doing this for quite a long time, so.
But it didn't seem that difficult. I think, honestly, now that I've seen you do this, I could probably figure this out myself.
Very good.
A replace the top option includes the upper fabric for the upper doors,
Correct.
the upper door skins. So, you're going to show us how to do that.
Yes, I am.
Spectacular. Let's find the doors.
Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is go cut the door all the way around. Just it'll take it out of the frame. Just be careful, don't cut yourself. You can slice it the way, any way you want to slice it.
And so it looks intimidating to cut the fabric off your door, but don't worry, that's what you're supposed to do. Out with the old and in with the new.
Just make sure that when you're going to install the door skin that you got an area where you don't scratch your glass. Open up your zippers all the way down just like that, and it'll make it a whole lot easier for you to install.
The difference between the Bestop door skin is that it has Velcro, whereas the one you just took off is stitched together, and that's why you have to cut it off. So now that you have the upper door skin on, you can put it on your Jeep. Like I said, this one doesn't need it, but if you have lower steel half doors, it's gonna go right there.
We wanted to show you just a couple more things that are options, but really make a lot of sense. The first are these bow knuckles. What they do is they replace the attachment points for the bows, which means that you can take your top off and put it back on with no tools. In other words, no Torx wrench.
What we have is a window storage duffel, and it's going to protect them from scratches, from dust, from getting dirty, things like that. You can just roll them up and put them in the back of your Jeep.
Well, thanks to Jose's help with this, we were able to install this very easily. It might take you a little bit longer than that, but it's still not a difficult project to undertake. And we think that this top looks great, and the guy that we borrowed this Jeep from is going to be very happy when he gets it back this afternoon.